Americans with Butch and Skeeter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter, where real Americans talk about real American issues. I'm your host, Butch Smith, and with me, as always, is my partner and friend, Skeeter.
Much ado, Butch.
Much ado, Skeeter. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
I'm as happy as a Jew eating a fine kosher sandwich.
That must be delicious.
I understand you had a pretty big weekend this week.
Well, I kind of did. You know, me and my friend Clotilde, I went to her church.
Clotilde? Stayed there many times?
Yes, I actually enjoyed the church. It was during communion, and I'm saved. So, you know, I was able to eat the wafer cracker and the grape juice.
How was it?
It didn't really taste like blood like they said it was going to taste. But, you know, because it's supposed to be of his body, so I didn't know that his body would taste like Concord grape.
I think that's transubstantiation. I think it's a symbol. You're not eating the actual body unless he was huge.
What did you just say?
Transubstantiation, that's where something turns from the physical to the divine.
Say it to 3 times fast for me, please.
No.
Okay, all right. How did your weekend go?
I'm glad you asked. I had a pretty good time. Did a little fishing. Spent some time reading a book. Always enjoy that.
Okay.
A little quiet time on the toilet. It was pretty good, to tell you the truth.
You got a little emotion when I turned and asked you a question finally, didn't you?
It is nice to find. Thanks for taking an interest, Skeeter. You know, I said we work together, but I don't know you that well. I don't know where you're from or your real name And that's what's wrong with America. Nobody knows anything about their neighbors anymore. Now, sure, you shouldn't go peeking through their windows, but you don't need to know every little thing. There's a fine line between doing research on a new friend and stalking somebody. If they used to do porno, you're not supposed to know unless they tell you. Leave that gooble alone. Right now, a word from our sponsor.
Hello, I'm Derek from Mecklenburg County Services. Today's episode is brought to you by Senior Chug's Man Horse. Do you have a problem finding a job? Are you strapped for cash? Are you a hot dude? If you said yes to all 3 of these questions, then Senior Chug's Man Horse is the place for you. At Senior Chug's Man Whores, we'll take care of you, not like those other fly-by-night man-whoring services. So come on down to Senior Chug's today. And we've just opened another location right next to that convenience store with the Arab dude that totally sells kids beer. That's Senior Chug's Man Horse, where we'll beat you with kindness.
You ever been down there to Senior Chug's? Them some good man whores.
But my thing is, I didn't know that they actually manufacture kids beer anymore. They have kids beer now?
No, I think they were probably serving him the adult beer, but with flavor in it, maybe like served in a little Flintstone kind of cup or something.
Oh, okay, it must
Sip
be
a glass.
delicious. One of those, like that little, you know, that sugar powder or something like that?
Might be.
Oh, okay.
None of my business. They have different ways out there in Arab.
Knock yourself out like you're boxing yourself, I always say.
I've never heard you say that.
Well, okay, it's my first time saying it on air. And
I think it's going to catch on.
Oh, I hope so.
You're solid. You got any more little homilies to make our life better?
No, really, I don't. It'll come from me from time to time to time to time.
I understand. That's how wisdom works. Floats through the ether waiting for us to reach out and grab it.
Ebb and flow, my brother, ebb and flow.
Speaking of reaching out and grabbing, I'd like to take a moment right now to read some viewer mail.
Question, what happened to Chuck?
Chuck, well, all right. For those of you regular watchers at home, I'm glad you asked. Chuck, we sent Chuck out our first week this season, out with a full camera crew to find out a little bit about the minorities in the area. Now, Chuck was robbed and beaten, so we sent him out again with a smaller camera crew. Once again, beaten, then robbed. Last week, I sent him out with a Polaroid. He dropped that and he broke it. basically his job is to hold that wooden thing up. That's his deal from now on. We're going to have to find a replacement who doesn't mind not getting beaten and robbed by every minority he meets. He's making us all look bad.
I think we need to try to get him some MMA lessons or something.
Yeah, some MMA. You can throw little chocolates at him. That'll teach him. So, some viewer mail. As always, we like to take a moment in the program to talk to you, the Americans, the people who make this show possible, and find out what's on your mind. Here's a letter we got not too long ago from S. Franklin in Angry, Georgia. You don't want to hang out in Angry, Georgia. They are dicks.
No.
Dear racist. Well, right off the bat, that ain't right. Dear racist, are you stupid? All right. On January 19th, you claimed magical Eskimos built the Hoover Dam. Everyone knows the Irish and the Chinese built the Hoover Dam. All right. Once again, the viewer has taken my words and twisted them into some kind of racist weirdness. A magical Eskimo could not build a dam out of anything but ice. It's just common sense. It was built by the Chinese, helped by the Irish, and then blessed with Eskimo magic.
What in the Sam hell are you talking about?
Eskimo magic. He comes in with the little hooded sweatshirt and sprinkle. He used to follow Punky Brewster around. A little Eskimo. Oh, here's your question. Butch, I've watched Real Americans for over 15 years. And God bless you, patriot. Even the 1 year I spent indisposed due to incarceration. Oh. The only two shows they would allow us to watch was that morning show with the ladies talking and your show. That's a good one. That's a good show. That other show makes me uncomfortable. Thank you for all the hard work. But my question, why do I feel dead inside? That's Gil McDougal, Chunk, Virginia. Now,
is there a burping chunk?
Yeah, it was the parentheses.
Oh.
Gil, thanks for watching, first of all. Hello to you and to all your butt buddies there in the cell. Thank you so much for taking the time to take an interest in American politics. And I understand you wanting to watch our show instead of another show. Frankly, those women yelling at each other, that crap is incomprehensible. So that's probably a part of it. I find that I also feel dead inside after watching anything Barbara Walters does. Small interview, even the lengthy ones. It makes you kind of tired. I would recommend you watch just our show and spend the rest of your time working out.
Well, I think one of the things that he wants to do, Butch, is get another understanding from the, the opposite sex. That's what that basically is all about.
He doesn't have access to the opposite sex.
Well, I mean, basically, once he probably gets out, he probably wants to get an understanding of the female genre.
When he gets out, he can watch whatever the hell he wants. What, do you want to learn how to talk to women? That's how you end up in jail.
No, what? Did you spend some time in the pen from talking to
Oh, hell no, that was a whole different person. Oh, here's one. Dear Butch, last night driving home, I spotted a midget zombie, but my wife swears that it was a zombie midget. I had no idea there was a difference. How can I be sure? And is it wrong that I ran over it with my car? Concerned Edmonton, Canada.
Wow, we got people out in Canada now?
Sweet. You're really not supposed to be watching the program. You see a friggin' leaf back there, Slick? All right, well, thanks for watching anyway, and don't give up. You could be an American someday. Here's a couple things. First of all, midget zombie. You spotted it, you hit it. That ain't gonna stop it, but you spotted it. A midget zombie and a zombie midget are two very different things. A midget zombie is a midget. It's a little person who was attacked by a zombie, hence turned zombie. A zombie midget is a regular-sized person that has been chopped in half by some kind of trauma after becoming a zombie. So they're dragging themselves around on their arms trying to bite you, and they look like midgets. Well, it's very easy to tell the difference. As a matter of fact, you may have yourself made a zombie midget. So kudos to you, my friend. As always, garlic, shoot him in the head. All right. You got any advice for the Canadian? You ever fought a zombie? You kind of freaking me out, Skeeter.
Who's freaking out who, Butch? You're your isms about killing zombies. There's no
pretty
such
common
thing
knowledge.
as zombies.
You shoot them in the head. Their head explodes. You destroy the head. You hit them with a golf bat, a cricket bat, if you prefer, if that's your genre.
You know what? You need to stop going to one of those adult gaming diner places or something like that.
There's an
That's what's
adult
warping
gaming
your-
diner place?
Yeah.
I love to gamble and eat and masturbate. Let's go! Well, looks like it's time for a word from our sponsor. I hope it's the Masturbation Diner place.
Ow. Ow.
Hello, I'm Derek from Mecklenburg County Services. This segment of Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter is brought to you by Garden Pirate. You know what makes a beautiful garden even more beautiful? A real-life pirate. Garden pirates are perfectly safe, unless you're a British spice trader. Garden pirates are affordable and now have a money-back guarantee. If you're unsatisfied with your garden pirate, hey Butch, simply trade it for a pirate that will satisfy you. That's Garden Pirate, from the makers of Angry Cat in a Bag and Siskel and Ebert trading cards. Collect all too. I'm Derek from Mecklenburg County Services, and this segment of Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter is brought to you by Garden Pirate.
Thank you, Derek. Good work. Go ahead and have a seat there, son. Well, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the program, Minority Report, where I have a chance to sit down and talk with a person who's not exactly like me. This week, we brought in this fellow right here. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Welcome
Sir.
to the program.
Yes,
What's
thank
your
you.
name?
My name is Red.
Nice to see you, Red.
Nice plant. You know, just
Don't even worry about that. So, Red, I understand that you are a minority of some kind. Are you a pirate?
I am not a
Are
pirate.
you a Viking?
I am not a Viking, all right.
Are you a wizard?
Close to
Are
wizard.
you a homosexual?
No.
Don't make me guess now. Hippie?
No.
Are you God?
My wife thinks so, but no.
What exactly makes you a minority then? Besides are you a dwarf? Are you like a big tall dwarf? Because that would kind of work
No,
with the X.
I mean you're pretty close with Viking. There's a kind of Viking influence and a Druidic influence.
Is that like Jewish?
No, not quite. You'd actually really appreciate it. There are guys who go out after dark wearing, like white robes, and
You guys are friends like that.
yeah, it's like that. But we don't have the hoods, and we do a lot of dancing.
I'd recognize your beard anyway.
Yeah,
Stick out of the bottom.
yeah, it would be a little obvious.
It's a bit much. So you are a druid?
Oh, I can be a druid. You
can switch.
Yes, you can switch.
Does that come with the beard?
Well, yeah. I mean, the beard is a little more difficult to switch to, if you know what I mean. Since
Well, not if you're switching from druid to hippie.
Well, that's true. I mean, or I could go from druid to something else, but it can only go one way because it takes
How long have you been homeless?
about 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
How long have you been Druish?
Druish about 18 years.
And I notice you have a slight accent when you talk. Which part of the States are you from?
I'm not really from the States.
Puerto Rico?
No.
Alaska?
No. I'm not really I'm not from Guam either. I'm not from one of the territories, and I'm not from one of the states.
Where are you from?
I'm from Wales.
The fish?
No, the country of Wales.
There's a country full of whales?
There's a country full of Wales, yes, although they're called Welsh.
Like the grape juice?
Yes.
There's a
but
country full of fish named after grape juice? What the hell are you talking about?
I think the grape juice was named after the country.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You're a country full of whales. You can name whatever the hell you want, whatever the hell you want. You're 60 times the size of a normal person. Or more than that. I'd check the figures.
It's a small country. It's probably smaller than your backyard, but we like it.
Well, that should whales.
Yes.
So are you entirely human?
Most.
Are you like a representative?
No, well, no, I just moved here.
You're like one of their familiars?
Yeah, I mean, I just really liked everyone who I met here when I came to America, and almost every American I've met has been, nice and respectful and
Yeah, we're pretty good.
knowledgeable and not ignorant. I mean, there's, one or two exceptions.
Absolutely. Well, there's bound to be some jackasses out there. It's a big country, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, you bearded dick. Hey, I think that we should talk a little bit about Britain. Because I know you sound a little bit like a British person, but obviously, who do you think would win in a fight, Britain or Guam? Or where the hell are you from? Wales.
Wales.
Who would win in a fight, Wales or the British?
Well, you see, the trouble is that Wales is a part of Britain.
The Wales are part of the British?
Yeah, so it's kind of like fighting myself. It's like my right arm. My right arm just decided to hit me in the face. It's just not going to happen.
I could do 6 more minutes of that.
Yeah?
Who'd win?
Probably the right arm, I think. Yeah.
Strengthened?
Yeah. Very much so.
You ever have to deal with lice or any of that?
No. I've been fortunate. I haven't come across much in the way of lice.
Do you know magic?
No.
You look like you know magic.
Yeah. I would like to learn magic, but, it evades me.
I know where you can hide all the secret stuff.
What?
In your beard.
Yeah. Well, I kind of use it more like a snack box right now.
Sounds dirty. Snack box?
Yeah, when you eat and, some of it drops down.
Oh, and you keep it there? Yeah, that's why I usually, That's where I keep my crumbs for later.
Yeah.
Find my way home every time. Can't go wrong with the old gift. So, how long have you been Welshing?
About 18 years.
About 18 years? And how'd you get into the country if you're from Welsh?
I snuck over the border.
You snuck over the border? From Britain?
Yes.
That's a hell of a big fence.
No, well, what you do is you get on a plane and then you go through.
They let you on a plane?
Yeah, you get on a plane over there, you fly over to here.
How many whales can they carry on one plane?
That's, about 200. Yeah, we're an invasion force.
Apparently.
Yeah, so what we can do is, you get on the plane, you fly over, and then when you come out of the gate, you pick up a mop, you throw the mop over your shoulder, and then you walk straight past security, and, they think you're a cleaner.
Good for you.
Beard, looking homeless.
Absolutely. You got a mop. You're obviously not part of the problem. You're a working man.
Exactly.
You got a job. I understand. Very cool. So you're going to leave it that length until it turns white and looks cool again, or what's going on?
Yeah, I think so.
It worked. Do all Welshmen have the soup catcher?
Yes.
Yeah? What about the women?
Some do, most don't.
All right. How are the teeth up there?
Oh, the teeth are great.
Nice.
We managed to keep them till we're at least 25. That's a good age to keep teeth for.
When do you get the beard?
Oh, usually about age 6.
Nice. Should make it easier to find.
Yeah. Although the average life expectancy is only 38.
Really? For the Welsh?
Yeah.
Is it something about the size of their heart?
No, it's just, well, the size of the heart is, of course, 2 sizes too big, but, it's just, I don't know, it's just something about the genetics. We live long, we live fast.
How's Welsh food?
Welsh food is good.
What's your favorite Welsh dish?
My favorite Welsh dish?
Besides the jelly.
It's called Welsh rabbit. You'd appreciate it. You take bread, you dip it in beer.
I'm with you so far.
And you deep fry it.
And they call that rabbit?
Yeah.
I'm in!
Yeah.
As it turns out, Welsh people and the British, I like them! Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you.
And don't place a curse on me. And now a word from our sponsor.
Shalom.
Hello, I'm Derek from Mecklenburg County Services. This public service announcement is brought to you by Mecklenburg County Libraries. You should read something, because you're probably stupid. You're watching this show. Hey, who wrote this? Who wrote this thing?
Chuck, you son of a bitch, get back here!
You have got the 12 people who watch this show mad at me right now. Stupid. Now I look stupid.